Hi, hello. This is P.N.B Mabalatan. I am here to discuss about the distribution and the FOIL method. So before anything else, let's put our attention to the distribution method. So by the definition of distributive property of multiplication, if A times the quantity of B plus C, that means A must be distributed to B, A must be distributed to C. So, if A distribute to B plus C, that would become AB plus AC. So now let's move on to our illustrative examples. So example number 1. Multiply 3x times the quantity of x squared plus 4x plus 1. So 3x must be distributed to x squared, 3x distribute to 4x, and 3x distribute to 1. After we distribute 3x, we will write it down by terms. So that would become 3x times x squared plus, since our operations is positive, we will only write the positive sign. Then 3x times 4x plus 3x times 1. So after we use and apply the distribution method, we will multiply each term. So this will become 3x times x squared is equals to 3x cubed plus 3x times 4x, that would be 12x squared, and 3x times 1, that would be 3x. So in our answer, we can see that there are no like terms. So if we don't have like terms, that means 3x times the quantity of x squared plus 4x plus 1 is equal to 3x cubed plus 12x squared plus 3. And that is our final answer. Now let's proceed to number 2. Simplify 3x plus 4 times the quantity of 4x squared minus 7x plus 2. As you can see, the first quantity, which is 3x plus 4, has two terms, that is 3x and 4. In our second quantity, there are three terms, that is 4x squared minus 7x plus 2. So, as we apply the distribution method, since there are two terms in our first quantity, we will apply the distribution method twice. So that would become 3x times the quantity of 4x squared minus 7x plus 2, then 4 times the quantity of 4x squared minus 7x plus 2. So apply the distribution method. 3x times 4x squared, 3x times negative 7x, 3x distribute to positive 2. Also, what we did in the first quantity, we will also do it in the second quantity. That is 4 times 4x squared, 4 times negative 7x, and 4 times positive 2. In this case, we use distributive property twice. Now let's proceed. Let's simplify. Then this will become 3x times 4x squared minus, since our second term is negative, that would be negative 3x times 7x, and 3x times 2, 4x squared times 4, and negative 4 times 7x plus 4 times 2. So after we write, let's multiply. So multiply 3x times 4x squared is 12x cubed. Negative 3x times 7x is 21x squared. 3x times 2 is 6x. 4 times 4x squared is 16x squared. Negative 4 times 7x is 28x. And 4 times 2 is 8. Now let's combine the like terms. So since negative 21x squared and positive 16x squared are like terms, we will write them down also with 6x and negative 20x. So this will become, if the quantity of 3x plus 4 times the quantity of 4x squared minus 7x plus 2 is equal to 12x cubed minus 5x squared minus 22x plus 8. So that would be our final answer. This is very simple. So now let's proceed to example number 3. Evaluate the quantity of x minus 3 times the quantity of x plus 2. So again, we will use the distribution method. So there are two terms in our first quantity, that is x minus 3. So we need to use the distribution method twice. Okay, x times x plus 2 and negative 3 times the quantity of x plus 2. So x times x is x squared, x times 2 is 2x, and negative 3 times x is negative 3, and negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Then combine like terms. So if the quantity of x minus 3 times the quantity of x plus 2 is equal to x squared minus x plus minus 6. So this will be our final answer. So now let's proceed to the FOIL method. FOIL method is an acronym for first term, outer terms, inner terms, and last term. F stands for first term, O outer terms, I inner terms, and L for the last terms. So as a representation, x times z is the first term, x times w the outer term, y times z the inner term, and y times w is the last term. So as you can see in the representation, you can find out that the emoji or the face formed by the FOIL method is a smiling face. So, as a conclusion, if x times z is x times z, that would be xz. X times w, xw. Y times z, that would be yz, and y times w, that would be yw. So let's proceed to illustrative example. Example number 1. Multiply x plus 3 times the quantity of x plus 5. So, first, identify the FOIL, or first, outside, inside, and last terms. So, the first term are x times x. The outside term is x times 5, inside 3 times x, and last terms are 5 times 3. Then step 2, multiply the equation and combine like terms. So x times x is x squared, 5 times x is 5x, and 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 5 is 15. Then combine like terms, which are 5x plus 3x. Therefore, the quantity of x plus 3 times the quantity of x plus 5 is equals to x squared plus 8x plus 15. So that would be our final answer. Now let's proceed to example number 2. Simplify 2x minus 3 times the quantity of 3x minus 4. Step 1, again, identify the F, O, I, and L. So, the F, O, I, and L of the example number 2 is 2x times 3x, that would be the first term, 2x times negative 4, the outer terms, negative 3 times 3x, that is the inner term, and negative 3 times negative 4, the last terms. So let's multiply. Multiply 2x times 3x, that would be 6x squared. 2x times negative 4 is negative 8x. Negative 3 times 3x is negative 9, and negative 3 times negative 4, that is positive 12. Recall that if negative times negative, that would be positive, and negative times positive, that would be negative, and if positive times positive, that would be positive, of course. Since we can see that there are two like terms, which are negative 8 and negative 9, we will combine them. So that would become 6x squared minus 17x plus 12. Therefore, the quantity 2x minus 3 times the quantity of 3x minus 4 is equal to 6x squared minus 17x plus 12. So that would be our final answer. Thank you for watching. Now let's have our practice exercise. So I prepared a 5-item examples or exercises, and you must use whether a distribution or a FOIL method. So after you answer these exercises, I also prepared the answer case. Check if you got the right answer. Thank you for watching.